Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 30 base.
Blue down. Big ass. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
Fair.
Wide, get wide.
Now.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Look at me. Go. On the ball.
From the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
218, chopper. 5.
First carry for James Conner. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry now for David Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Trubisky will come up here first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Going to give this time to the tailback, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. That's going to be caught.
Give me that,
and
bitch.
He is in.
Give me that.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Give me that.
Allen Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Give me that.
House with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Oh, did it get you? Did it get you?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, check right. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 26. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
I'm ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read.
45. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Snap.
From the gun, Herbert, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
nowhere to escape, and
Khalil
he goes
Mack.
down.
Khalil
Sacked by Khalil Mack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
and I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Don't get nervous.
Now Trubisky rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
You
The
talking
Steeler
about why?
offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
55. Check pass, check pass.
On the counter, it's Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover. But doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
You got out by the early,
pretty good until the finish.
You want 3-5 with a soda then.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got 3 down. Watch 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Thank you.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Trubisky will throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Trubisky's pass is caught by Ridley, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Tell me when to get about 10 seconds, baby. Yes, sir. I'll make sure they're the right one, bro. Oh, shit.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I need that to that nigga like that, too.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run with Wilson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Yeah, that's it right there, bro.
It's a loss of a yard there. And now 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Wilson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
What you doing tomorrow?
Sean Wilson, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
All right, say no more. Say no more. You got to show me. Matter of fact, I'll show you tonight, goddamn. You don't go no goddamn one. Hey, you talking about? So don't go no goddamn one, Tay.
Now Housh get a tack on the extra point.
I ain't gonna do it like
that. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Steelers 0. Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
What that right now? That's Durant. That what you just gave him?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, keep some stuff up right now. I got to run it outside. So.
The Pittsburgh offense
I ain't
at the
found.
line
Don't
to
go nowhere.
start
She
their
gave
next
that was the wrong
drive.
one. That the
Already
right
down
one.
2
I'm finna
touchdowns
go.
here in the
I'm finna
first
go.
half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25
See,
plays.
I'm trying to play the game, so.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
Bitch, you supposed to pick that,
You and I often talk about
bitch.
an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Get that nigga, Mac.
Looking to throw. Herbert going for the deep ball.
Get that nigga.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Motion. 57's the mic. Lock in. Twist. 57's the mic.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out. Left hand.
Get in that pussy, bitch. Get in that pussy, bitch.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Fuck wrong with it. Give me my motherfucking ball back, bitch. Look at this hit, T. Boo! Give me my ball back. Give me my ball back. Give me my ball back. I got time. T, shut the hell up. Talking about run. You could have brought your ass in here for all that. Talking about run.
Turner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Yeah, man. What the hell you making that face for? I just said here, man, you ain't got to do all that extra shit. Extra ass looking at me shit.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Another carry for Wilson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
What you gonna cook down there?
Break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Shit, I can't never get catch right. Don't be ugh. That be roll her shit like, I don't know.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. Herbert. And he finds McDonald. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement.
That could have been like 5.
I don't have 5, 6 interceptions. Dinged up, and it's just trying to play through.
5, 6
he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
Not
into
this time,
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. They set up the screen to Peyton. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, throw left side, complete. That's Ward. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off play action. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Akeem Hicks at 6'5",
they got me back at the
finds
midfield
his way
stripe.
home
Remember
for
that?
the sack.
How that shit feel?
The Steelers on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll try the right side here with Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
18. Hey, Alpha.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, flush to his right. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky, flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Bang, bang.
Rock it. Rock it. Hit it.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 18.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On 3rd down, Peyton. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Chicago, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Trubisky went crazy. Trubisky went crazy. He just told me. Going deep in the playoffs this year, son. I'm putting you back in. You starting again.